Alright, here we are back with probably the second to last video. I'm going to show really quick how I do pretty much all the skills, all the rest of the skills. It'll depend and I'll differentiate here in a moment. But in this case I have two-handed, and one thing, that's the skill I'm trying to work on right now, and one thing that I did do beforehand was the alteration and alchemy trick. If you don't know what that is, there's plenty of videos on it. And basically, I made myself some crafting gear where I drank potions of fortify enchanting, and then I enchanted some gear to make stronger potions, and then wore those gears to make stronger potions of fortify enchanting, which then are more powerful and make better gear of potions you make are X percentage better. You'll need to find these enchantments. However, there's certain quests like Norelian's Ring or whatever that they just give you the ring. If you do the Dark Brotherhood and not Norelian's Ring, but there's a ring you get from the Dark Brotherhood when you got to kill the bandit leader, and she says, "Oh, if you kill this other person who happens to be, I think, in Whiterun, that ring on it has the alchemy effect that you can break down. That's a guaranteed way to get it." Anyways, so I make this super duper crafting set, and then you can make a whole bunch of gear that suits your needs. In our case, it's going to reduce the cost of alteration, which unfortunately I put on the hood instead of like rings and necklaces and stuff. And that's because I can't wear the. It's unfortunate because I can't wear the ethereal crown for the extra 15% while I do this to level alteration. But I said I was doing two-handed, not alteration. Well, so I come up here and I say, okay, I want to buy your 5 levels here. And he's going to be like, wow. That's going to get me to level up. Let's choose stamina because carry weight's always a thing. And then I can come back. And, well, I can only buy 3 levels here. So I'll have to buy 2 levels somewhere else. Probably his brother or whatever. But you'll notice that doesn't get me all the way the experience. So where are we at? Telekinesis. This is an extremely expensive mana costing spell. Wait, why is it not draining my... Do I have God mode on? No, I didn't. Oh, I must have enough percentage somewhere else so that it's not draining my mana. Anyways, you can reduce it to where you it's like 100% or more reduction on alteration. And you could literally, this is like if you want to totally cheese this, just totally rubber band your controller or your mouse. Sit here. It takes about 7.5 minutes to go from 30 to 100, and then you can reset it and go back over as many times as you want. Now, the higher the level it is, the more XP it's going to give towards your level progress of your total level there. And then, of course, the last part of this is that we do a quick save. And where are we at? My gosh, we need to sell some daggers. This probably won't work with the lady there. But let's see if we can do this. Come back here. get his. I think I showed this actually with Danica before, or not Danica. Yeah, Danica for. We can grab our 34,000 gold back. Now that's important because the higher the level, the more it's gonna. We're actually done with him. We can go to his brother, which is somewhere. I won't show you that, but technically you can repeat that process with any skill trainer up to 90 if you really want to choose anything. And that's handy because there's some skills I'm going to go over super quick that are really fast to level, and some that just really benefit from having a trainer. In particular, restoration, you have to get hit. I think I covered this in how skills level up, but basically to recap and top these off, I would want to buy this to 90 and then begrudgingly, very slowly get it to 100 by taking damage and healing myself. Alteration, obviously, the quickest or the easiest once you get that set up and you can just rubber band a controller. Enchanting, we did the Banish on the daggers. Banish starts appearing places after level 24, or at least it does in shops. Jewelry for smithing, heavy armor, we just gotta take damage. It's as simple as that. So put on some heavy armor, get your butt kicked. The more damage reduced, the more XP you get, so dragon bone armor is cool. If you can make it, now that we have 100 smithing, which we do. Block, same thing. Weapon or shield, the amount is being reduced. Get you more experience. I made a special video because I found just that one guy that I got, like, I don't know, 40 or 50 levels in like 45 minutes, and I died several times because I was eating dinner and I wasn't even paying attention, but it was so quick. Two-handed, again, base damage of weapon, just like archery and one-handed, so we'll skip those. Light armor, same thing as heavy. Sneak, I think that was like one of the first things I showed with the Greybeards. Lockpicking's one you just gotta do. Obviously, if you have the Thief's lockpick, Thief's Guild, the Skeleton Key, that makes that easier. Pickpocket, same thing, you just gotta actually do it. Speech, sell things with high value. If you do that, enchanting and alchemy loop and craft some really high quality stuff, you could make those daggers worth like 2,000 each, or make some super smithing potions with some really bonus to smithing gear, and make like a dragon bone axe or whatever that's worth like 10k or something, when you put the enchantments and everything. And you can just be like, boom, here you go. Oh, I don't have 10k. Well, too bad. It still counts the experience even if the merchant doesn't have it. So that's good. Alchemy, we showed that in the crafting video. Illusion, just spam muffle. You see here, I made it legendary. I wanted some perk points back, but we could just spam muffle, and again, with the crafting reduction gear, that makes you still get the full amount of experience, but it costs hardly anything now for me. Conjuration, this one I don't think I talked about, but we're going to cast Soul Trap. I think just on any dead body. I think it also works on Shadowmare, which is fun, even if Shadowmare is alive. But just spam it over and over again. Again, you can make yourself the reduction gear to just sit there and spam it as many times as you want. And then destruction is, just cast higher costing destruction spells. Or no, sorry, destruction is the amount of damage you deal. Higher damaging destruction spells. And again, you can reduce that or by the levels, because destruction's a little bit slow with the way you gotta do it. It's not as fast as something like alteration. But anywho, that's the wrap up on how to get all these skills to 100 now that you've seen the process and the gear and stuff that I've gone along the way, that I've just picked up in the middle of questing. Obviously it wasn't like directly just skilling up that I made a process, like as I'll do like a wrap up video or whatever, but obviously I got like the staff of paralysis at the very beginning of the game, and I found the spots where you get like telekinesis and transmute ore, and I was buying the ore throughout the game, and I was doing a regular playthrough, but I was, it's kind of a strategy along the way. So hopefully that gives some insights into what you want to pick up along the way and whatnot, and some tips and whatnot. So we'll see you in the last video, and hope that was helpful.